What's up, family? I'm going to make this video, and I just feel so compelled to make it because, the longer you live in this world, is the more you understand the true meaning of living. And the true meaning of living is giving back, and helping people. Because when you think about it, I don't care how much money you have. I don't care the kind of car you drive. I don't care how big your house is. I don't care about your title. You own nothing. Everything you have in this world, you're just in custody of it temporarily. And one day, you're going to have to depart from it. So you really own nothing. You're just keeping its company. And somebody's going to get it one day, everything. So the more you collect now is the more you're going to have to give away when that day comes. And I say that to say that, that the best thing you can do is to help the people around you. But you see, we're living in a world where a lot of people just want to, accumulate, and then they just brag. They show off on other people, I'm not like that. All my life I've been investing, okay? And I've missed out on a lot of great opportunities because I heard about it late. Some of them I just never believed them, And when I first started, I was young and inexperienced. I really never knew certain things to look for. But as time goes by, each time you made a mistake, you got stronger because that mistake you made that caused whatever, you'll never do it again if the same situation should ever arise, right? Okay, cool. It's called learning, life experiences. I remember when I was working in Midtown Manhattan, one morning I came down, and it's great timing, right? This dude with his motorcycle. Anyway, I came downstairs, man, and I was walking on 7th Avenue, right in front of Madison Square Garden. And this old lady, she had a whole bunch of bags. I could tell she was homeless, She says to me, "Young man, how are you today?" I said, "I'm fine." She says to me, "Have you heard of a company called Amazon?" I said, "Amazon, you talk about the book company?" She says, "Yeah, but they're not just about books, they're going to get bigger than just books. You should buy some shares in that company. It's under $2 now, and if you put like $100, $200 in it, in, 10 years, you could be a millionaire." And I said, "Okay, I will." But you see, I knew I wasn't going to buy it. I just wanted to end the conversation. Again, I was young and dumb. I never knew better. I spent more time judging that lady, thinking to myself, she's so homeless, and she's telling me about investing and making money. Why didn't she invest and make money? You see, the thing is, I judged the messenger. I never listened to the message, and I missed out on Amazon. That was the first and last time I even had an Amazon conversation. Investment and stuff like that was the last thing in my mind at that time. I was young and dumb, like I said before. But later on, I saw Amazon like 10 years later at over 3,000 a share. I woke up. Straight up, I woke up. It's like, wow. And I never forget that conversation I had with that old lady. And I learned from it. And the same way she gave me the opportunity, I told myself from that day moving forward, not only was I going to educate myself, on looking for trends of companies that's going to be, game changers, I'm also going to, pass on the information to other people. If I can make someone's life better, I'm going to do it. So I saw companies like Google came, made a difference, and all these big companies that I'm about to mention, they integrate everything that we do on a daily basis. Like Google, they integrate everything we do on a daily basis. Apple, Samsung, Nvidia, Tesla. I'm still holding Tesla. I've been in Tesla for so many years. Tesla has been grand to me, like grand, good, really, 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 really good. And the company I see on the radar right now, I should say, the token, crypto, I see on the radar right now that is really, really going to be a game changer, and it's going to make multimillionaires. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just my observation, my opinion. But if you thought Bitcoin made millionaires, you ain't see nothing yet. XRP is going to make more millionaires than Bitcoin. Oh yeah. When you look at the integration that they're doing on their ledger right now, it's crazy. They have over 320 deals locked up. MasterCard, Visa card, and Discover card is getting on board. I mean, the whole point is that it's the new financial system. Okay? That's what XRP is. And a lot of people don't understand that. We're going digital, baby. Everything's going digital. Are they going to have cash? I think they will have some cash, but it's not going to be as major as it is today. Okay? Because one of the reasons, the easiest way for them to take cash out of your hands, right, is to offer you high interest rate on your sitting capital. See, if you put your money in the bank right now, a lot of people don't like to put money in banks because if you put your money in the bank, you don't get 1% APR. Nah, like 0.002 or something like that. It's nothing. So, when you have these crypto brokerages, it's giving you 4%, 5%. And I think in the future, they're going to offer you even more because the capital is going to be so insane because all the people who are holding all these coins and stuff, when this digital stuff get popping, man, they're going to skyrocket in value. Yeah, they are. People are going to have a lot of money sitting there. And all of these platforms, they need the capital, they need the liquidity, okay, to keep them afloat so they could do the different exchanges on a daily basis. So they're going to pay you to leave your money there. So why would you put your money in a bank? If they're giving you 4 or 5%, maybe even more, why would you put it in a bank? No, you won't, okay? So you don't sell your crypto, you stake your crypto. You stake it. Remember, even if you make $1 million a year, and you retire, Social Security is not going to give you more than $4,100. That's the max right now in 2025. Labor Day weekend. $4,100 is the max you're going to get. So if you're going to retire 10, 20 years from now, you look at the inflation, look where we at, and ask yourself the question, what is $4,100 going to do? $4,100, you could buy stuff today, but not that much compared to 10, 20 years ago. Well, think about 10, 20 years up the road. That 41 ain't gonna do much for you, okay? And the two worst things that can happen to you in this world is you outliving your money and you outliving your family. When that happens, you're guaranteed to be homeless. So a good way to enter your retirement years is to invest your way into it. But you gotta invest into things that's gonna make a difference. Things that's, they have that longevity. Like, you look at Apple, longevity. Google, longevity. NVIDIA, longevity. Tesla, longevity. XRP, longevity. It's the new payment system. Yeah? You say they decide, they're going to take over, say, 10% of the SWIFT system. I mean, that's going to skyrocket the price of XRP. Right now, it's trading at 282. The highest it's been, I think, is 365. Yeah. So if we go back 5 years and you put $1,000 in Bitcoin, that's in 2020. Bitcoin was trading at 11,100. Right around there. Okay? And XRP was at like 20 cents in 2020. So if you put 1,000 in Bitcoin and you put 1,000 in XRP, the money you have today in Bitcoin will be about 9K. somewhere around there. Yeah, about 9K at 100 and what, 8,000? It would have been about $9,000 you would have. While with XRP at 365, you would have hit about 73 to 77,000. With just $1,000 investment. So in 2025, Labor Day weekend, with Bitcoin trading at 108,000 a token. If you have 108 grand and you put it in Bitcoin versus XRP 5 years from now, even if Bitcoin hit $1 million, okay, and XRP hit $1,000, there's no comparison. And XRP is going to 1,000. It's going to go beyond 1,000. This is not financial advice. It's just observation. This is my conviction. Okay? But do some research and look at the integration that's going on with XRP in the financial system. Take a look at it, and you will see it is going to change a whole lot of people's lives, especially the people who got in from early. Okay? If you got into it like back in 2017, congratulations, because you got in maybe like at about 7 cents or 5 cents. Yeah, you're going to need a flatbed to move your money when that thing hit $50,000 a token. Is it going to go there? You skip it, it's going to go there. Oh, it's going to go there, all right. We're talking about a global financial system with quadrillions of dollars going through it. That's where XRP is going. Okay? So, again, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. But I live long enough, and I've been investing long enough to see companies that are game changers. XRP, a game changer. You know, in a recent interview, Brad Garlinghouse was asked, how would you describe XRP? And he said, XRP is like a basketball that's been held underwater. Once you let it go, it's going to fly to the top. You know, with all the lawsuits with the SEC and all that stuff, you know, held it down for many years, like 4 or 5 years. Guess what? All that's done now. See, what you see going on right now is just the regulations being put in place. So the price is a little stagnated right now. Don't worry about it. Okay? Just remember this. Just like a year or 2 years ago, it was under $2. As a matter of fact, it was under $1. Yeah? And look at it now, $3.65. And today, Labor Day weekend, is at $2.82. But the whole market is down, you know. But say you gotten into it even a year ago, year and a half ago, at 32 cents. You jump all the way to $3.65 and you throw 100K in it. You're sitting really, really good right now. 10K, 5K, even a G. You're still sitting good. See, we're at a point right now where the growth you can get from XRP, okay, with the capital, the minimum capital, like say for example, you put a G in XRP, you put a G in Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit $1 million. XRP hit 1,000. Forget it. Okay? XRP is life-changing money. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. This is not financial advice. Never you invest more than you're willing to lose. You know, on this channel, I do a lot of different things. I cook, you know, I fix stuff. I do motivational speaking, you know. And here I am talking about some finance stuff. You know, the channel is called The Limit is when you say stop. There is no limit on what can be done over here. I just do what I feel like doing. Okay? I don't like to be restricted. I just like to just do what I want to do. And over here, some days I feel like cooking. Some days I just feel like talking about stuff. That's the way I do it. Okay? But XRP, it's life-changing money. And remember, the two worst things that can happen to you in this world is you outliving your family and outliving your money. When that happens, you're guaranteed to be homeless. The best way to approach, one of the best ways to approach your retirement years, or just to live a full, financially free life, is to invest. But you have to make sure you invest what you're willing to lose, number one. Number two, look for the things that are game changers with longevity. Those are the things, like the people who invested in Coca-Cola years ago, the people who invested in GE years ago, the people who invested in Ford years ago. Yeah, longevity, man. XRP is longevity. It is the new financial system. Okay? So you pass this video on, and you got your little grandkids, you got your kids, whatever. Pick up a couple XRP, put it away, and a little trust fund for them. 5-10 years up the road, whatever. I don't know the duration of time, but it's gonna benefit them. Do some research on it too before you decide to commit. But I'm telling you straight up, XRP is gonna make serious millionaires. You're just a little bit of money invested. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you in another one, man.